Alright, what is going on today, guys? I wanted to talk about an interesting little topic that I'm sure a lot of people don't know. But if you're, big into Jeeps, I'm sure you probably do know. But my Jeep Cherokee here actually shares one common part with my Oldsmobile down there. They literally have, maybe not identical, but very, very similar part. So if you can guess what it is, try to guess it now, but I'm sure most of you guys aren't gonna know. So pause the video and see if you can guess what it is. So here, unpause the video or you just didn't care. It is right here, guys. It is the drive shaft, the steering column. It is the same exact steering column as a GM car. Now, I'm sure there's a few things inside of here that are different. The stalk is slightly different, at least on my model year, compared to the Oldsmobile. It's set up a little bit differently, but it's still very similar. You have the adjustment here, same as a GM. The turn, the key ignition here is the same. I think this part's different, but this right here is a GM steering column. At Chrysler, they got their steering columns from GM, and that's just what they did. Now, when the Jeeps Cherokees originally came out, they actually also had a GM V6 motor, not the inline six that we all know and love. So they actually had a couple parts from GMs. This one is not one of those garbage GM motors that make no power and not really that reliable. This is the 4.0, obviously. But the steering column is the same. So if you take a look at this, you look at the signal stalk, the adjuster here, take a look down at the bottom, how it's put together. So you got the covers here, all right? So you look at that. We'll take a walk over to this. And as you can see, it is the same exact, this is in the same exact spot. The washer's the same thing. It's got the adjuster here for the steering wheel. Now obviously mine's a stick shift, and Cherokees don't come with a center console, not a center console, a steering column shifter. They have a center console style shifter. So this was different, but I'm sure if a Jeep did have a column shifter like this would have been the same exact setup. Now also, this doesn't have the locking thing that I have in my Jeep, which is a pain. This is just regular, just put the key in and turn it, which is much better. I have some locking thing on mine, which is really annoying dealing with. But yeah, it is the same exact steering column, guys. Now I don't know exactly what GM models use the steering column. I don't know if it was all GM cars. I know the S10 one. There's some people that try to modify S10 steering columns to fit in Cherokees. And I think usually people are unsuccessful. I believe the S10 steering columns are a little bit larger or something. I forget. But it is in fact a GM steering column. If you have a Cherokee, I believe TJs are the same exact. Also maybe the TJs, but I believe the YJs have the same exact steering column. So that's a fun little fact for you guys here. I'll show you. Yeah, you see even the hazard is in the same exact spot. It's all in the same spot, guys. This is the steering column. So that's pretty much it. Quick little video here, something that I figured maybe someone would find interesting. Also, another problem, if you guys have a solution for this, would be greatly appreciated. I'm having a problem. Of course, my one GM part is having a problem now. But I'm having a problem. Get this out of gear. I can move this key forward, but when I go to take the key out, it's like it's getting stuck. It's like very difficult to move it around. It just doesn't want to spin. Like right now it's actually kind of difficult one hand. I mean, there's something in here that's, I don't know if it's not greased up. I don't know. Is there a way to spray WD-40 in here? This seems to be working okay. I can feel it. The locking mechanism thing works. It feels like the issue is with the key ignition itself. So, I don't know. Is there any way? Did anyone ever have this problem? Did you spray WD-40 in there? Is there any way to fix that problem without actually taking apart my steering column? Because I don't know how to do that. And, I mean, it doesn't look incredibly difficult. It looks like I can maybe pop this off in the back here. I haven't looked too much into it, but I know in order to take off this plastic piece, or this plastic piece, it looks like you have to take off the steering wheel. And I don't know how to do that. I'm assuming you pop this off. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it too much, but I don't want to take this whole thing apart. Is there any way that I can just maybe just mildly take this apart to fix this? WD-40 or some type of grease. You know, definitely let me know down below in the let me know down below in the comments if you've had this issue and you were able to fix it, because this key ignition thing, it's starting to get worse. So I really want to try to fix this problem now before I end up like my key stuck in the ignition. So, all right, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, and take care.